Me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass broadcasting for all the Jen and I am Tommy C. Shot from the point live. My guest point man today is none other than Wide Kick, and we're back at it. Underground drama. That's where we go and find smaller YouTubers, and when I say smaller, I don't necessarily not bigger than me. I just mean the smaller dramas. It's not going to be covered by Keemstar or Scarce or Becky Boop or Ty Blue. It simply doesn't matter. We're going to find it because this was the gift that kept on giving, and there's been a bit of an update. Last we left, Y-Kick, who was a big fan of Monkey Jones. He was a part of a podcast called the PCP with another bunch of weebs. Well, they kicked the great Monkey Jones out, who is a friend to Shot from the Point. Very much a friend. Now, Monkey handled it all classy. He just walked. It's called a liar. Called a jerk-off. Y-Kick did his investigation. And what did he find out? He found out Digibro's a big dork and a fucking douchebag. Welcome to the show, Y-Kick. How are you, sir?
Hey, thanks for having me. Good to be back.
I figured you were, like, this whole thing was done, buried, but it just got better. About a month ago, you did a expose on why the PCP doesn't make money, right? And it was pretty intense. It was a 20-minute video, right? I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, it was a video about, like, why their business practices in general are bad and why I think that they're going to end up collapsing in the future.
Okay, so... and one of those things you found is copyright theft when it came to the logo, correct?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They were using, I believe, a manga, which is like sort of an anime-based book, sort of a cartoon book, and they were using a character from it that they did not have the rights to. And actually, after I made that video, they took all those T-shirts down.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I guess they don't like the old check and balance because what I understand, you have some evidence as covered in Get to the Point News today that is this hard evidence? I mean, look, I had a screenshot faked of me cheating on my wife just recently. Are you absolutely sure, and it's tough to verify Discord, that Digibro ordered his fans to mass flag your video, your expose on their business practices?
I am about as positive as I possibly could be. I've had multiple sources confirm it. I believe there were even further Discord screenshots that were on a Discord server where one of his close followers had basically said, "I'm surprised it took them this long to find it." So wow. I definitely think that it is legitimate. And he's even sort of claimed that it was in a roundabout way. He said that I took it out of context, but no further context has been provided.
Yeah, that's always funny when they say that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no further evidence on his end has been provided, even though, like, I asked to see it, people have asked to see it. There isn't any.
Yeah.
He's just lying.
So you got it wrong. You got it wrong, but we're not going to tell you how you got it wrong. That's usually a sure sign that somebody's running for the hills. Is it true that he took a hit on his a Patreon after that? Now, I did notice some dips after the month, and we're talking about a guy that regularly has a $4,000 a month Patreon with 300,000 subs. Is it true that he took a bit of a hit after ordering the video? Or did the two just...
Yeah. He lost about, I believe there was like one day where he lost about 500 overnight. Then he sort of regained a little bit, but I believe he was at like 4,600 at one point, and now he's down to making like 3,700, which is still a fuck ton of money, but goddamn.
Sure, I wouldn't want to lose it over something.
It's a lot to lose.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to lose it over an exposed video, just a critical video. I mean, it seems like it's just not good business, which you kind of proved his point.
Yeah, and I can't take all the credit for that. I mean, he's the idiot here.
Yeah, exactly. He handed it to you. I mean, I just get the feeling that these guys are talking about it offline. It's just they're so desperate to be taken seriously. And it's a problem with a lot of YouTubers. It especially is a problem on that side of the fence. But it does seem to be a real problem with these guys, I mean, we all do. Jack Films has it best. We're all a bunch of assholes. We're all a bunch of assholes talking to a camera, and I guess there's just a lot of people out there that just simply refuse to accept that. I don't know. I don't understand why. I don't get it. All right, the moment you all been waiting for. Why Kick again put some video stuff for us to look over from the Digibro. But before we do that, I gotta plug my new shirt. It's the Tinfoil Tommy shirt. If you haven't seen it, it's in the description box below. Hit the merch store. You wanted it. You asked for it. Now I got to wear it. It's got me in the front and the Shop of the Boy logo on the back, like most of the shirts have now. All the new editions have. Also, the Kaloth one, and we got all that other stuff. So if you want to check that out in the description box below. Let's get to it. Let's get to the Digibro. I got to be honest with you. I mean, here's what he doesn't know that I do, because I'm part of the commentary community. Had he done this and the right person got a hold of it, it's game, set, match. Your YouTube career's over. I mean, if this was on a Drama Alert or a Scarce or something like that, which they don't cover that. They cover Logan and Jake Paul almost exclusively. And maybe once in a while Ice Poseidon, if he's, drugging girls or whatever the hell his people were accused of. This is not worth it. This is bad business, and I really think the only reason we got away with it is because you don't have there's not any alternative news, or there's not a news group in your YouTube community. But let's check out a Digibrony. Is this the video where he tells people they don't have the right, or the fuck entitled commenters or something like that? Is the same video?
Yeah. So the first thing that I did is I put together like a little bit of what his ideal social media platform is, and then after that we're gonna get into the fuck commenter entitlement after people sort of disliked his stupid idea for a media platform.
Jesus Christ. I mean, all right. I'm hoping it's in there, but I mean, some of the stuff he said was just flat out funny. Here he is, everybody, the great Digibrony.
Join me as I imagine the perfect media platform. Not a social media platform, but a media platform.
Oh.
It'll be something of a combination between YouTube's subscription system, Tumblr, but without sharing.
Oh, there you go, right away.
Yeah, he loves Tumblr.
Well, he seems to be becoming more and more of an SJW. Hey, guys, Gamergate's over. We won. You guys lost. He sounds like he's getting into it late. I can see why he's attracted to the social justice type thinking, because it is devoid of criticism and full of victimization. And the stunt that he pulled, I know a guy that pulled he put a Discord server together, over 100K, real powerful YouTuber in the skeptic community. I found out he was doing up to all sorts of wild shit, looking to smear people, flagging videos, the whole nine. He's gone. He's done. His Patreon's gone. YouTube channel gone. It's over. It's game set. A friend of mine. Well, I mean, an internet friend of mine. I'm going to tie with. He's done. He's finished. But I mean, and that's where that mentality comes from. That SJW. What do SJWs even do anymore? I don't know. It's like this guy's. It's a good point, because they're not as powerful as they used to be, and this guy's like late to the party. It's funny.
And
yeah, they usually just bitch about commenter entitlement.
Commenter entitlement. I mean, Jesus Christ. And that's language they use. Yeah, you're so entitled. All right, here we go.
Even a little bit of Twitter mixed in. But it won't be like any of those, because it will not be social, and it will not have community aspects.
What a fucking brilliant idea.
Yeah, just take away all the people who will enjoy your content. Just remove that, because that's the unnecessary part.
I've lost my voice just before I come on. I don't even know if I'm going to be on tomorrow. I lost my voice. So he wants to take what got losers like us, mildly famous in our own communities, away. That's what he wants to do. He wants to take the part. He does not make the connection, the fact that people can comment and rate and do all that other stuff. He has not made the connection one iota that's why he's famous, because under no other circumstance at all would he have been found. I mean, what is MTV going to pick him up? Is there a nerd network on fucking cable? I haven't lived in the States a long time. No, it's the reason you're here, dipshit. Welcome to the anti-social media network. Perfect.
Yep.
Good thinking.
I don't have to hear about what they think of someone else's shit.
And nobody has to watch it either.
Exactly.
I don't have to see them reposting shit that I have no intentions of following. It's just your art.
Yes. And you can do that too. You can.
Exactly. It's like he doesn't realize that he could make his own website or just disable the comments.
Well, you know what else he can do?
Disable his comments.
He can open up Sony Vegas or Adobe, and he can make a video, and he can watch it himself, and nobody and think it's fucking great. My God, let's get some likes in the chat, man. 300. I got 200 some odd people. Appreciate if you get the likes, baby.
And if you want to respond to someone else's art, you better be able to make your response something artistic so that it's worth
Wait. A response has to be artistic?
Yeah, because that's how he delineates himself from people like us, because his entire career is made out of criticizing anime. So if we're someone who's criticizing him, he needs to be able to put us in that camp where, oh, they're just trolls. They're not artistic like I am. They don't deserve to have their voices heard.
Yes,
it's fucking ridiculous.
No, it's a cop-out.
Yeah.
It's a fucking cop-out. Like, how ridiculous is that? You simply don't want to be criticized. And no, I don't. I just want to be criticized the way I want to be criticized. It doesn't work that way.
Exactly.
Like, I can't believe he can't grasp that. Like, what planet is this guy from? Jesus Christ. And I got to remind you of something. You make $4,000 a month talking about anime, jackass. What a fucking big head you have. What is the matter with you? How fucking lucky do you live in a society where fucking dorks can hand you your money for doing something, let's face it, not that professional. It's low effort content, douchebag.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially considering he has an editor to do like 90% of the work for him. All he does is watch the shows and talk about
How much does that guy make? Bet it is.
Probably minimum wage.
Yes,
I'd assume.
if that. Probably just flips him a buck, send him a Steam card. That's what he does. You know.
My time to have read it. Just a constant stream of your videos, your funny one-liners like you would have in a tweet, your all your
and nobody can like or dislike them.
Different creations. I want there to be text posts, image posts, and video posts, and every other kind of posts, but no responses. This is basically just Tumblr, but if you took out the share button and the comment ability.
Wait a minute. But no responses.
Like, it's crazy to think that this guy is a YouTuber, considering how much he hates just communities, which is the entire point of YouTube.
It's the only reason that anybody's got anything. Jesus. Do you ever think the people that dislike and say crazy shit entertain and just, I don't know, I'm not going to get it. Somehow we found a way to make Tumblr even worse.
What really gets to me is the level of entitlement that people seem to feel these days towards getting to comment on stuff.
Oh.
Like, everyone seems to think it's like some given...
No, this has nothing to do with the fact that you're insecure. And this has everything to do with everybody. It's everybody else's fault. It has nothing to do with you.
Right. I don't know if it's just that these people grew up in this social media age where comment sections have just always been there for them. But, like, it's not normal for that to be a thing.
No, it's not. It's called new and better. And the only reason you have anything. Is that a Bad Religion shirt? He's no way cool. And if that is a band, he should have to turn it in. That band's way too cool for him.
It's new, and I don't think it's inherently good. And I definitely don't think it should be taken as a social norm that art has a comment section attached to it. Or even, like, you know, whatever your definition of art. I'm talking about just content in general.
Yes.
Has a comment section. It is weird.
Yeah.
No, what the really weird thing is that he somehow...
We shall live in a world in our bubbles, and I won't be able to hear you, Y-Kick, and you won't be able to hear me, and we'll all just be happy talking about anime. My fucking God, shut the fuck up! Ugh. Jesus. He doesn't even know why it works. You know, there's a lot of guys walking around YouTube. He's just dumb enough to fucking tell everybody. They don't even know why they have what they have.
Yeah, and it's like he doesn't realize that one of the big points of YouTube is that it's community-based. You can come in and write stuff on people's comment sections and stuff. And a lot of other sites don't have that. You don't see that on Netflix. You don't see it on other sites. So what's your problem, dude? You can use one of those sites if you create movies or do something like that. Or you can create your own website.
Well,
it's like his entire world only exists in YouTube, and he doesn't understand that there's a world outside of it.
Yeah, I know. Well, a lot of YouTube, he's just dumb enough to let everybody go. Like, I got to be honest with you. This goes for like 90% of the commentary community. He just has the balls to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's not because he's tough or smart or even ahead of the curve. It's just he's not dumb enough to know it'll fucking hurt his bottom line. He's too dumb to know it would hurt.
And it's new, and I think that it was untested ground, and now that we've tested it, we've found that there are good reasons to...
We found the most influential website in human history that has gotten people famous and into regular or mainstream media that would never have had a chance otherwise. What a horrible invention.
Not have it there. I'm not talking about this because I don't like criticism.
Yes, I was waiting for this.
I love good, well-reasoned criticism.
You suck. How about that? You suck because you're too stupid to know what you're saying means you would have never got $4,000 a month on Patreon.
He loves good criticism, but he'll flag your video if it strikes too hard.
Well, it wasn't artistic enough.
Yeah.
Wasn't creative enough. You didn't put enough time into it. You know. Did he ever come out? Did he say you lied? Did he point out any inconsistencies? Did he make his own defense?
Funny thing. Yeah. So instead of him messaging me, this pussy actually got his girlfriend at the time to message me through Twitter. Not message me, retweet one of my tweets and make a bunch of lies up. Like that I doxed her and that I
that's
made
another SJW tactic.
Accusations against him and lied about the Discord messages or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're all patently false.
Yes.
Like, how is it doxing if I just showed her Facebook page, but everything about her is like linked to him, and his Facebook page is like completely out there. Like the first 3 words on their website, regarding to his like profile, is his full real name. All you have to do is type in Facebook Conrad Digibro or any version of those 3, and the first link that'll come up is his Facebook, which is linked directly to hers, engaged to whatever the hell her name was. And it's fucking ridiculous. That's doxing nowadays. That's doxing.
I don't know. Should you show her? Should you show her her Facebook? I mean, was it necessary to show her Facebook?
It was a good way to show that like she's in school and has a job, which was the point that I was trying to make. And it showed all that information in one spot, so I figured it wouldn't be a big issue. I probably could have gone around that and found a better way to do it.
I don't think you broke the law or anything, but I mean, I have to disagree with you on this one. I don't think you broke the law or anything. All right, you obviously didn't do anything.
No, of course not.
We don't have a right to privacy in North America. I don't even think Canada as well. There's no law unless your state or province has a specific law. You have no right to privacy. But the only thing is you're breaking the code of the internet, so to speak. But you know, it's funny. The code of the internet in the real world, if you do something wrong or somebody's investigating, like the mainstream media, they're going to show your Facebook page. So there does seem to be sort of a double standard within YouTube. But
he's got like 350 some odd thousand subscribers, and I don't know. I just figured like his name is common knowledge. He's talked about his Facebook before. I believe he might have even linked it in a video.
Does he have a blue check mark on Twitter?
Does he? I'm not sure. I'm blocked. Blocked me early on.
He's got over 100K. 100K, definitely a public figure. All right, God, I don't know who can't get their stuff criticized. Here we go. It was more.
But it ain't attached to the product.
What was this? What am I looking at right now? Actually, you're not even looking what I'm looking at right now. I apologize. What is this?
No, I'm like a little bit behind.
It ain't attached to product. No, look at your.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's the. Like, because most products actually do have criticism attached to them. If you go on Amazon, you're going to see that all those products are going to have criticism attached to them.
Yeah, it's true.
Reviews. Anytime that you want to get involved with a product, you should be looking at the reviews, and putting it underneath or on the side of the product is just good marketing and good business. That way you can see what you're buying and if it's good or not, or what you're taking in.
And I don't want to seem like I'm just like overlooking this part of it. Let's remind everybody what this guy does, and it's going to blow your mind if it's your first time getting onto this story. He's a critic. He is a professional critic. He's paid very well to criticize other people's work. That's what he does. I'm serious, folks. And what a shock. Nobody can live up to the standard to criticize him. That's too funny. That's great.
The criticism has nothing to do with the art piece. Like, it's not something that they wanted attached to it. It's not something that everybody needs attached to it. And for some people, it will probably damage their enjoyment of the product.
Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
no kidding.
That's the way criticism works.
Yes,
it changes people's minds. They start to see things that they don't already see. What do you want to just silence people so no one can talk about it?
I mean, now we know why Monkey's gone.
Yeah.
Now we know why Monkey's gone, because these guys could have never hit any play. I mean, this guy's an authoritarian, is what he is. I mean, if he ever had fucking power, it'd be in fucking work camps, you know, and making lots of art.
Oh yeah, if he could, he'd censor everyone off the internet aside from himself and his friends.
It's funny. It seems like he's gotten more extreme since the last time we've been here. Like, he's even crazier. It's too funny.
Yeah, I think the whole Monkey situation drove him to like new depths.
Hey, faggot, nice stream. Keep it up. Critiquing what's that? Critiquing that guy is touchy. Who cares? I don't care about him.
I mean, I know that's literally my goal with that series, is to damage people's enjoyment of the Asterisk War.
But I'm qualified to do it. You're not.
Yeah,
but, like,
exactly. But his way is artistic.
I don't have a right to doing that.
Yes, you do.
On the product.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's called freedom of speech.
If they provide you the right to do it on the product, or rather under the product, because you're not actually affecting the product. Yeah. You're not actually affecting the video that's made. You can't go in and change the video as someone who's commenting. You're putting those comments underneath.
I think it's fair to say this guy's pro censorship.
Yeah,
I mean, he might be able to mince words to say why he isn't. He's pro censorship. Yeah, he just might as well just come out and deal with it. I mean, there's no reason why.
Moreover, I think that the standards of criticism have plummeted as a result of comment.
That's probably true. But what can you do?
I mean, that's what happens when you let everybody have a chance.
I ignore it. I fucking ignore it and move on. That's it.
Exactly. Like, you don't have to look at the comments. No one's forcing you to.
I go through phases.
In fact, you have to scroll. You have to go out of your way to find the comments on most videos.
Yes. You don't have to look at it. I don't always look at it. I've been looking at it a lot lately, but Digibro's rap videos are pretty funny. I'll tell you this, not only that, well, you know who's a better rapper is Endless. I have become a big fan of Endless Jess, by the way.
Oh yeah?
No, I think he's great. I think he's much more talented.
I actually like some of his stuff too.
I think he's much more talented than this hack. Much more talented. I mean, he's completely out of his fucking gourd, but he's way more entertaining. You know, the Doctor Who thing he did was amazing. Now I'm getting an anime fucking donation right now. Here it comes, 690. Hey, Tommy, last time you scuffed this quote, so I'll say it slower, please. I never give up. That's my Nino, my ninja way. Yo, Toki Makasagi. I don't fucking know. I can't say the name. You all are goofing on me. I don't know. I can't say it.
Because any fucking idiot can just spit out the first thing that comes to mind.
Yes, that's kind of the way it works. That way, if any idiot can just spit out what comes to mind, we're not doing what you're doing and judging who can speak and who can't. So if it's all it's either all good or no good. That's the idea. So you just have to tolerate somebody saying, "Hey man, you suck."
It used to be if you didn't know how to fuck.
No, we're positive this guy isn't trolling. Positive. positive. He's flagging videos.
This is him.
This is really him. This is the second video. I never thought I'd see this guy again.
Can write? Nobody would listen to your critique. Nobody would listen to your comments because you sound like an idiot. And you certainly wouldn't have gotten any space to present your idiotic opinions.
Yes, and that's what we need. People chosen to be able to speak their opinions.
Exactly.
This guy sounds, I mean, God, he sounds like a fucking Soviet, for Christ's sakes.
You get people who are totally unpracticed, who don't know the first thing about commenting, who don't know anything.
The first thing about commenting.
As if it's the hardest thing in the world.
We need a license. We need a license to comment. Holy shit. We have licenses for cars. We give licenses to doctors and dentists. Why not a license to comment?
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, God, this guy's a scream.
About critique, but their critique gets to be right at the top of the page of every fucking piece of art they comment on.
So the guys are getting to the top.
I get more frustrated when I, happen to scroll down because, let's say I'm, listening to a song, and I scroll down and I see the comments, and within, 2 comments, I'm like, oh, God, why did I scroll down? Why did I let curiosity get to me and inundate myself with this garbage bullshit. Like,
So you're too much of a coward. You're a coward.
Yeah, like, what sort of a soft life do you have to be living that scrolling down into the comment section just like ruins everything for you? It's such a minor thing.
God, man, this guy's a girlfriend. How could he ever defend her in a fight or take care of
He's got
anything?
a fiance. They're
Jesus.
getting married now
I mean, I'd leave him
after like
I'd
6
leave him.
months.
If the shit went down, like downtown Chinatown, I'm sorry. I mean, I wouldn't want this guy to back me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
No, man, that's so cowardly. Like I remember I was watching Full Metal Jacket with some. He's kind of a we didn't call him SJWs at the time, but you know. And if you ever seen the opening basic training scene, the white drill sergeant calls the black private Snowball, which is obviously a racist term, right?
Yeah.
And I remember him. You know, I've been out of the Army a couple years, and to be perfectly honest with you, they would never allow that now in modern basic training. But, and somebody had told this to me. He was going, that's awful, that's terrible, how can you treat that soldier that way? I was like, look, if that black guy can't be called Snowball for 9 weeks straight, how the fuck is he going to fight and trample through guts and do some of the most disgusting things and save people if he can't hear the word Snowball? That's the point. The drill sergeant pushing him to his point. This motherfucker can't even scroll his own comment section. Oh man. God.
He's lived such a soft, comfortable life.
Know. Is he rich? Did he grow up a rich
it's
kid?
hilarious.
Did he grow up rich?
I don't think so. I think he grew
mouse
up.
experiment that they did where they made all these mice and they gave them like a perfect world. Like there was plenty of food, plenty of that. And after a few generations went by, the guys stopped messing with the girls, right? And they had these because they kind of dropped out of the breeding process, and they called themselves the beautiful ones because they always kept licking each other. Within like a few generations, like 1 or 2 generations of that happening, the whole system, all the mouse died. That's what I think. It's because if you can sit around and play fucking Magic the Gathering and bitch about this and fucking worry about Super Metroid and the anime community, I think there's a fucking problem.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think he's like sort of cultivating an audience that is definitely going down that road. A lot of them just
like,
all they do is
women.
hang out in his Discord and defend him in people's comment sections. It's honestly ridiculous.
Look, I deal with a lot of kids that are gamers and they're not athletes. I'm not saying everybody's got to be a fucking gung ho jock. I think everybody's got. But if you really think you have a right not to hear something, we got a big problem. Hey Jersey, who's the professional yelper? Dave. Dave's a professional yelter. He's always telling. I hate that web. There's a website I hate, but I don't want it torn down.
Because like, there's some part of me that has like this vain hope that I'm gonna scroll down and see like real comments. You know?
Yeah, like the ones like, "Good job, Digibro." I'm sure there's plenty of them, douche.
Yeah,
because I would totally.
I mean, like he's 300K. He's got to have more likes and dislikes. I bet I fucking have a worse dislike ratio than he.
Yeah,
you know,
by and far. And the type of comments that he likes are the ones that go off for like a short, like few sentences, just sucking his dick over the good things that he did in the video, and he just cannot stand criticism.
He's a
can't stand
megalomaniac.
it.
That's what he is. He's a megalomaniac. He's like defined.
Read them.
Oh yeah.
If there was like curated comments on everybody's shit.
He couldn't even afford to be a megalomaniac like 40 years ago because there's no hobby like this.
Oh yeah, I think that like him being able to do this sort of career online has just made him into such a massive narcissist. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of a scary guy.
You know, if like somehow it was just good comments, but you know, it's never gonna be that when you scroll down.
You make 4K a month, you ingrateful asshole. You
The
ingrateful.
least you should do is just deal with the comments.
God.
Like, you don't even have to look at
I don't
them.
give a fuck. They call me a homo. Like last week, I had a guy make a fake tweet saying that he caught me cheating on my wife or talking about cheating on my wife.
That's
now,
fucked
I'm
up.
pretty lucky. I had nobody getting involved and point out. So, I mean, and a lot of other people wouldn't have that. You know, that I know nobody follows me on Twitter to come and fucking say, this guy, you're full of shit, dude. And that helps. You know, not everybody has that. But, I mean, you have to. I did a show that day. Did work. I got up, dropped off my kid and picked him up. I didn't make a fucking video, and I didn't even complain all that much about it. I just said that it happened to clear my name and moved on.
Yeah.
how people think that they deserve to be able to comment on stuff.
Yes.
Like, who are you?
I have free
Why
will.
do you get to have
I
this
have free
platform
will.
given to you?
Yes, I have free will, you Nazi. It's called
about
free will,
freedom
you
of
Nazi.
speech. You can, if there's a comment section provided, you have the right to comment on it.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you to decide who can comment and who cannot? Who are you to subjectively decide what's artistic and not? And who are we to trust you to come to the conclusion whether something is a proper criticism and something's not?
But you need to understand that he's an artistic genius.
Yeah, to use that power to basically silence divergent opinion. You're a creep. You're a creep. You're a bad guy in the Hunger Games.
By this content creator, you know? And maybe you genuinely are better than them. Like, maybe the guy who made the video is a fucking idiot.
That's what I find, like, in today's generation more than anything. Sorry, I'm going to dump on your subjective is no longer subjective. You know, there's nothing different than objective and subjective. They're like one and the same.
And maybe you are a rational, reasonable person who can put up a good counter argument. I still don't get why it gets to be attached to their video. Go make your own video.
Yes. Well, you can disable the comments and likes, but then nobody will watch your fucking video and they think you're a big coward.
Exactly.
Or what's even better, if you see a lot of stuff that's disabled, there's usually bullshit in there. Like, I don't think there can't be bullshit from a comment. It's just his opinion in the day. But people get when I see that, I'm like, wait a minute, they're trying to fucking rip me off. That's what it says, and he knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
Go make your own post somewhere, you know, and if it has merit, it will stand.
Yeah, Why Kick here made a post in his own channel. He tried to take it down, you Nazi.
Yeah, exactly.
You Nazi.
The son of a bitch says that he stands up for free speech and stuff like that. Meanwhile, he's trying to take down my videos and then lies about it behind everyone's back. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
But he doesn't
even have the balls to come and tell me that he had an issue with the video. He just decided to tell all his fans in his Discord server to come and take it down.
Why didn't you make a video? I don't got time for that. It wasn't good. It wasn't a very good video.
On its own, people will pay attention to you.
That's what I keep hearing from fucking Cabos and all those other jackasses. Oh no, it's just too small. Yeah, sure.
Because the ideas you have merit, and they want to hear you continue to talk. If you actually read the description on my last video, I went into detail about a bunch of this. But, you know, I think it's weird when, like, just because the same commenters appear on multiple videos, like multiple different people's videos, they sort of end up being considered part of, like, a clique or something. Or, like, the same people are, you know, are just like accessing all this and like weaving themselves into the narrative of the content, you know?
No, I don't know what the fuck that meant.
Kind of like a community of people that are interested, you know? Kind of like people that are invested in the narrative and want to take part in it.
I want everybody to like it.
The platform provides.
I want everybody to like my stuff, but nobody to be there to like it. I mean, it's just like, the guy's a walking oxymoron.
There are commenters who are like associated with creators because they comment on all their videos.
Oh, no shit. Oh, come on.
And now that commenter is like a part of this creator's narrative who has nothing to do with the intentions of the creator, you know? I just think it's strange that we've allowed this to be normalized. And like, you could say, sure, like for some people, that's what makes new media exciting. That's why you like internet content, you know, is that you get this community aspect, you get this discussion, and that's fine. It just doesn't have to be attached to the media.
Yes, it does. Because that's what makes it unique. The comments in this video were preemptively disabled. Invalidating his entire rap.
If he didn't want it on there, he could disable the comments, which he did, and he received massive backlash for. Yeah. And then he instantly just backpedaled and let his comments go. It's just such a stupid play.
He lost his own argument to himself. That's funny. Yeah. That's very, very funny.
If you want to comment on this video, because the comments are going to be closed, because it would be totally weird to have comments open on this video.
By the way, he's opened them, correct?
Yeah, he reopened them because he lost his own argument, like you said.
Yeah.
And I don't know where he gets off thinking that he can tell the people what they want. Like, obviously, the majority of people want comment sections to be able to talk in them. That's why they dislike the shit out of this fucking video.
I made a comment on that video today. I wrote entitled commenter.
Yeah. And like, I guess after he received just massive backlash, lost like $500 overnight on Patreon, he decided, oh shit, maybe I should turn these comments back on.
Yeah, I would take the video down too. And make it. I was wrong, and here's why. Because the reason I have anything is because of all the things I just argued against.
Yeah.
If you want to comment on this video, you can go on your Twitter and you can make a post about it.
Yes.
You can go on your
and then you can flag me down for fucking bullying or some shit.
And then you can report me
share
there or some shit.
it and leave your own comment. You can post it to your Facebook so your friends can see. You can post it in a Discord group you're a part of and discuss it. You can post it on Reddit and discuss it. You know, you can have conversations about this video. But unless your conversation is interesting, unless you have something to say about the video that doesn't make you sound like a fucking idiot, no one's gonna read your shit. And they shouldn't. No one should have to. There should not be an incentive for you to leave shitty comments as there is by having a comment field so easy.
I'm actually convinced that trolls are now necessary after listening to this lecture.
Absolutely.
To keep humility. You have no humility,
and
sir.
And make it funny.
You appreciate nothing. Look at the back of your wall. 20 years ago, you were guaranteeing you weren't procreating. Thanks to YouTube and all the dorks uniting, you have something, and you don't even appreciate it. What a rotten kid.
Yeah.
Really accessible that anybody can just charge right into and spout a bunch of bullshit.
Yes. Ironically, choosing his comments invited people to comment about the subject of his videos.
Yeah.
Fuck commenter entitlement.
Fuck you.
I think I made my point.
Yeah, fuck you. It was a bad
I mean,
point. Hey, where's he dancing around in his underwear? How come I don't have that? I was promised underwear dancing.
What do you mean underwear dancing?
Somebody told me this guy dances with underwear on his fucking head. How dare you?
I don't have that video. That must be a unknown otaku's video. I don't know where that one is.
I want this guy with. I thought that was the big payoff at the end. God damn it! I thought we talked about that this morning. That's it. Well, I'm glad we're getting the word out for this douche.
Yeah.
And you know, trolls can be fun too. Some of my best friends I met online were trolls too. I mean,
yeah, absolutely, and it keeps shit from going to your head too. Like,
yeah,
you release a video, it gets a bunch of likes and stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, that's really great. And then you'll have people trolling in the comments saying, oh, you're an idiot or whatever, and it's like, yeah, I probably needed to be taken down a peg just to get back into.
I can understand, like, if somebody's coming in your Discord and making everybody fucking miserable, it's a fan of yours, and you kick them the fuck out. All right, I get that. You know, it's a closed community, it's a private club, and you know, not everything has to be like, you know, judged by the First Amendment if it's a private thing. I get that. I mean, I kicked one of fucking Monkey's douchebag, Mr. Meatman, or whatever the fuck he was. Oh, he was screeching like a monkey. I told him to knock it off. He didn't. I kicked him out. And he dared me to. It was like I wasn't going to do it, you know. But, I mean, it was funny while it lasted.
Yeah.
Too bad he can't call in today, Mr. Meatman. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God. Oh, wow. $30 here, Tommy. You need a beer. Keep up the good work. Maybe I should go out and get fucked up. So, like, I gotta go up tomorrow and drop my kid off. This sucks. Ugh. I'm really, really sick. Ugh. I'm getting worse as we go on. Phones are open. Go into the Discord, click on it. Thank you so much for that generous donation. You guys have been amazing. We have beaten all Shot from the Point records, including during Baited. And I couldn't be happier because of that. This month, if you combine everything, it destroyed everything. It's the best month we've ever had, and January is considered the worst month as far as YouTube revenue goes and hits go. And I can't thank you fuckheads enough. You're great. You're wonderful. Let's put this guy in here. Let me jump in here. Gelto, I've never seen him before, so I'll put him in. You're on with Y-Kick of the Y-Kick channel. What's up?
I just want to anally fuck your daughter, bro, and I want to slob my cock.
Really?
Wanted to gag on that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to lick my ass, but I want all of that done, bro.
Yeah, you think so?
All of that, bro.
So yesterday you couldn't get the better of me. So yesterday you couldn't get the better of me, and now you're coming in saying you want to fuck my daughter.
One more time, bro. We're gonna do. Oh, bro,
yeah. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? What happens when I find you? What happens when I find you and let the cops know? What happens? You just admitted to want to attack a fucking 9-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah. And you called in yesterday and accused me. You called in yesterday and you fucking accused me of attacking a kid. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You will be with your parents the rest of your life, and you would never, ever, ever dare speak to me that way. You would never, ever dare do it. Not in a fucking million years. You know why? Because you are a little millennial bitch.
The Poke Patrol.
All right, Honey Havana, Australia. She hates geeks. 1241. Here you go. But what the fuck do you got? What the fuck do you got me? Man, I'm way down. I'm gonna fucking reset. You have to, Mrs. Australia. What are you doing up? Yeah. I'm really sick.
Dude.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
By the way, I made hey douchebag. My loser ass just made $50 in a half an hour. You fuckhead. Watch my content. Watch my content.
Okay.
Go ahead. What's up?
Yeah, okay, so this Digibro dude, I don't know, heaps of people were saying, like, in the chat, like in the YouTube chat, that he, like, got in trouble for liking lolicon or something, which is, like kind of sexual art about kids.
Whoa. You better be 100% on the...
No,
I'm just asking, legitimate. Is there any, like...
This is 100% legitimate. Can you explain it why?
He didn't get in trouble for it, but he dressed up as a character known as the Hentai Samurai on Pornhub and made a review about little girl porn. Essentially, it's not real life porn. It's animated. It's like an animated comic book
so
porn.
It's legal if it's drawn.
But it's real fucked up shit. Yeah,
it's not.
Oh wow! No wonder he doesn't want anybody commenting on his shit. They know he doesn't want to be called a pedophile all the time. What a shock!
Like,
yeah, he's even hinted at being a pedophile on a few occasions as well in his videos.
Oh really? Oh, I'm so sad that this guy's taking criticism.
Also, I don't know if he's like super in the Tumblr community, but he's been like in trouble a lot of times from what I know from like what friends have told me. Like people, like the call out community is really popular on there or something, and he got called out like a lot of like there's a whole thread dedicated to him being like a shitty person or something.
Is that true that he's getting called out more and more as time goes on?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I have seen people calling him out, but I don't know if it's more or less than before. And I haven't really seen too many people calling him out for pedophilia, but I might just not.
I mean, he's not. Let's be clear here. So he's not a pedophile. You have to engage in it. But you
he's not a pedophile, but he has tendencies. Is that like the thing?
I guess I don't even want to go that far because you're walking on dangerous ground here. You know? But
yeah,
it's definitely. I find that extremely disturbing. If that would be true. That's all.
Okay, but lolicon is literally like animated porn about children. Like it's kind of fucked up.
It's not illegal though, I guess, is it?
No, it's not because it's just drawings. Is what they always say. But let's be honest, it's fucked up. It's fucked up at the least.
It's comic book child porn is what it is. All right, honey, thanks for ruining my day. Talk to you later.
Surf's up.
Can't believe that's true. Well, how come you think he doesn't get more shit over that? If that be the case, because
he used an alias and he disguised his voice, and he constantly tells people that it's not him, even though it's the same background as his old house was when he lived there. It was him, and he's hinted at it so many times in his videos too. It's pretty sick too. Like I actually played a clip of it in my last video, the Digibro expose.
You know, Keemstar picks this up. You know.
But I blurred the shit out.
Keemstar watches everything I do. If he picks this up, it's over. It's over. That's unbelievable. I mean, and this is like his favorite thing to do, is pedophilia. Don't be surprised if he gets caught. I don't even care if he runs it, if it's true. I don't care if he runs it.
Yeah, no, it's legitimate. There have been instances in the past where he's talked about it on his channel before too. You'd have to do some digging to find it though.
No wonder he doesn't want criticism.
It's
buried. It's all coming together. No wonder he doesn't want criticism. E.O.H Max, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going? I just want to say good show so far.
Thanks, brother.
What is
Love?
what is YK's political affiliations like? Where do you consider yourself on the political spectrum?
YK. Politics.
I don't know. I don't really like to consider myself in any specific category.
You're not above it. Just tell him.
But yeah, but I definitely am hard leaning towards libertarian, and I'm generally slightly right leaning as well. But I'm mixed on different issues, so it just depends.
Yeah, libertarian. If you talk to a conservative, they think you're a liberal. If you talk to a liberal, they think you're a conservative. It's kind of a weird thing. Anything else, Eda Max?
I was wondering whether we should redefine like what we consider freedom of speech on YouTube. Is there any like defining terms of service point where it says freedom of speech as a thing, or do you think we need to like make that more defined?
No. Well, first of all, I mean, ultimately the platform can do what they want. They can kick us all off. We're not entitled to broadcast on it. As far as redefining freedom of speech, you can't define something if it's either free or it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
If you redefine it, it becomes, it's like, we'll call it free speech, but you can't say this. Then it becomes a bullshit. It becomes a lie, an oxymoron. I think that's what it's funny you say redefined. That's what looks what Digibro is trying to do.
Yeah.
Well, anything else, bud?
No, that's it.
Thanks for the call, bud. Take care.
Thanks.
God, man, I never thought I lived it. Like, the free speech stuff was not an issue when I was a kid. There was always a few, like right-wing kooks, like religious right kooks, that would piss and moan about some dirty word or some sex scene on TV. But that's as bad as it got.
Yeah, and now people are getting all sorts of like harassment charges and stuff like that just for saying any little thing. My dad, it's too much.
My dad was a Reagan Republican, and he listened to Rush Limbaugh, and he told me if these people ever get in charge, like they were like the last 8 years, that you'll see censorship like you never can imagine. And he was right.
Yeah,
I mean, he was
we're
100%
already starting
correct.
to see it a little bit here and there.
I think
gladly there's been like a pushback.
There's been a pushback. I do wonder if there's been some battles won but lost otherwheres, or maybe we won the battle but lost the war. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, 2012, 13, those are good years for
Patrol.
As far as fun to fight the SJWs. The Poke Patrol. How the hell is this your richest month? I don't know, man. People gave me money I wouldn't believe.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, especially considering all of the YouTube bans on ads and stuff like that, and all their demonetization going on. This has been a bad month for most people, and generally
I'm a little under on YouTube revenue. But the donations more than made up for it, and it's my biggest month ever.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
It's fucking insane. I got sick diehard fans, and they're crazy. Germany Bricks. You on here? Yo.
Oh, hey, Tommy.
What up?
Hey, Tommy, I have a question.
Go ahead.
All right, what do you think about Keemstar being a pedophile?
Get the fuck out of here. I'm not going that fucking right.
Oh, fuck.
Shot to the anus. You're on here.
Fine. Okay, so I actually did want to point up the whole pedophilia angle that some people wanted to bring up. So there is a poster he has called Nymphette. And the anime is about a 6-year-old girl in love with a 23-year-old man. And there's a lot of lewd scenes in that anime where, like, she grinds up on his groin. And, like, because they're in the freezer because they're trying to heat up.
Does this have something to do with Japanese culture? Because,
yes,
I mean,
no.
I've always said that they're
'cause
oversexed. I've always heard that they're way oversexed.
You see, it's yes and no. Because, you see, back in the colonial days when Christianization was a big thing, an emperor tried showing that, oh, hey, we Japanese people are progressive, so that's why whenever there's porn, like they said no porn, but that's why they do censorships and do shit like that back in the day. That's why there's like black bars on like hentai comics, and it's just weird. It's just a whole system of repression and stress. Like they have shit hours for work.
Yeah, but they seem to be a little loose on
overbearing school system.
They seem to be a little loose on, I don't know, underage sex, at least in comic form.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that?
It's weird because they'll let you get away with that kind of shit, but they'll censor any sort of genitalia.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It just seems like a hot button topic on an issue because it's like there's a lot of anime characters that that are childish, but they claim that they're way older than they really are. It's just that their body's childish, and
they're
it's just
all
like
childish. Yeah,
and it's like I can't really say anything on that matter. Otherwise, I feel like I'd probably be a hypocrite in that aspect because I do like some child characters that look like children but aren't, but they don't have sex scenes. Like Like they're
Well,
like wizards
I mean,
or
I'm
something.
trying to think. The Overwatch characters are very childlike, you know. But there's nothing sexualized about them other than maybe the way they're drawn.
Widowmaker.
Yeah, Widowmaker's.
Mercy, kind of.
No, Widowmaker's not childlike. She's adult. She's a psychopath. But Tracer's definitely childlike, you know. And a lot of the women are childlike. Come to think of it.
Yeah, Diva.
Even like Reinhardt's very childlike. You know, it's something. Yeah, he's almost like a guy pretending to be a fucking soldier. You know, it's weird.
But
whatever.
But I will say, just to get this out of the way, because anything I would say to him or about him, he'll just discard it as trolls. So let's just get it out of the way. I think his beard looks like he shaved off a bunch of pubes and glued it onto his chin.
It does look weird.
He probably wears those big ass nasty shades because he probably has some nasty lazy eyes.
All right, get out of here.
Yeah, he actually does have issues with his eyes.
So do I.
Which is why he puts on the shades. But that guy actually reminded me of some pretty juicy information now regarding Digibro and potential pedophilia.
Oh God, this whole show. I didn't know this. I wouldn't even done the show.
No,
God,
but
damn.
he wrote an entire book, several chapters when he was younger, and he released it on his Reddit, and it's all about like child pornography and children, like basically sort of a dystopian future, but with children who are like in relationships with older men and with other children, and it's
was Brave New
highly sexualized.
Yeah,
it's
but
very
Brave New World,
disturbing.
Brave New World was also like it's considered a classic, and they have elements of that in Brave New World, if I'm not mistaken. That's considered a classic. You know, I don't know.
I don't know. This is like an erotic book. It's highly sexualized. It's highly.
Oh God, I tried to give the guy the benefit of the doubt, and then he just like wanted to discuss me, and I just gave him again discuss. Ruma 126.
Oh hey Tommy, how's it going? I really like your show right now, yo.
Thanks. You
And
sound
I
like
just
Pootie
wanted
Pie.
to say one thing about Digi, you know?
What's that?
Digibro is fucking faggot who sticks up his ass.
You sound like Pootie Pie, you know?
I know.
He really does.
Are you Swedish?
No, I am autistic.
Oh, same thing. Same fucking thing. All right. So what do you do all day? You watch a lot of fucking anime?
No, I go to college and want to kill myself every day.
Yeah. Well, you're one of fucking Monkeys fans, aren't you? I could tell.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Yes. A lot of suicide jokes. No. Have you met a girl since you've been in school this semester?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to say it again, but slower. Have you met a girl this semester at school?
Yes, but the problem is she is not a human being.
Ah.
What
The fuck?
What are you reading? Are you reading Digibro's books or something?
No, fuck Digi. I hate that son of a bitch. I want him dead.
Germany bricks. Sir, you did not answer my question.
That's a bit rough.
What was your question? Is that? Oh God, I'm so sick of that. I'm not answering it either. All right, Ruma 126. You have a good day, sir. And
Okay,
I hope you're one day able to try procreation.
Bro, can I fucking die? I just want to die like right
I be my guest, buddy. Like why even go to school?
Oh, what the fuck?
Monkey fans.
Yeah.
IRA, Big Mac Daddy, and you're an Irish American. You shouldn't be putting that in there.
Can I just ask one favor, Tommy? Like, stop shitting on Buffalo. I get Keemstars from Buffalo, but like, we got enough to deal with. We don't need another person shitting.
Fuck your city. Fuck your hockey team.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck your football team that went to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row and lost every one of them. Fuck Buffalo. I hope Canada. You know what? No one would care. If the Canadian army invaded, nobody would notice. They'd be like, you know what? Keep it. That's how I feel about Buffalo. I didn't even know he was from Buffalo. I think he just came in there. Oh, there's another Cream Man. He was involved. He was involved.
Hey,
in
Cream Man, what's going on?
Hey, I missed the beginning of the show, but like I don't know if you guys went over the narrative you can string together, the video about the commenters where
we did.
Yeah, so like you look at this, him spurging out about Super Mario Odyssey on fucking Twitter, he gets fucking disagreed with.
Yeah.
And then he fucking goes on YouTube and bitches to all his fans about fucking how entitled they are. When like you look at the whole idea of it, he's fucking entitled to this fucking echo chamber. Like I know I know it's pretty obvious at this point, but it's just like
An echo chamber would be fine because then he would be in it and in it alone. He doesn't want anybody else to talk. He doesn't even want to build the echo chamber. Build it yourself. Go in there and don't come out.
I just don't get how you can like not look at yourself and like look at what your actions are and how you're behaving and like try to make sense of it. And I don't know. He's fucking crazy. Thanks for having me on the show.
No, that's all right, Cream Man. Dope. You're like one of the most legendary trolls. What are you getting all fucking soft on me for? What's up?
I don't know, man.
What's the matter, Cream Man? Is there something going on with Cream Man? Come on, man. What's up?
Personal shit.
The girls go. What happened? What happened? Talk to me. I'm good at this shit.
I don't want to get into it.
Nah, man. I can help you.
No.
All right, so trust me.
No.
Nah, the better days are coming, buddy. I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I think.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
What? I'm from Massachusetts.
You're from Massachusetts. Well, that's half the problem right there. That state sucks.
Oh yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, New England's the best fucking part of the country. If you think
no, it isn't. It's expensive and there's a lot of assholes. You ever heard the term masshole?
Yeah, I have. You know, have you ever heard the term quality public education and good hospitals?
What good is a quality public education and you go to fucking and you get your doctorate and you're only making fucking $40K a year? Oh, after taxes. Then you're not really making that much, are you? You might as well just move to Texas where they'll pay you.
I guess. Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah. Mr. Cream, man, you're letting me down. I thought you'd troll me. You're a legend.
No.
I'm well aware of you, Mr. Cream Man. Meat Man, I kind of like him too, but he's too much of a douche in my Discord.
Yeah, sometimes he's autistic.
Yeah, he's funny, but he's too much. He's just too much. But Cream Man, all the best to you, and keep on trolling.
Thanks, you too, man.
There's nothing
Catch you later, dude.
There's nothing worse than a sad troll. There's nothing worse. I am actually depressed. Mass does have a great education system. God, I guess the better educated are, the bigger douche you are. Let's listen to this drunk. Brace, you Dutch drunk. You're on the air.
Hello, Tommy. What's up?
What do you want?
I want to ask you about Beta, the latest episode. If you got
I didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to it.
You didn't listen to it?
No, I don't listen to Beta. I don't think I've listened to.
Oh, well.
I haven't listened to one episode except the stuff.
Did your guest caller listen to it? Maybe I can ask him then.
I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. Sorry.
No, he's another community, man. All right, what do you got?
Right.
What do you got? What do you got?
Different worlds.
All right, I'll just take your word for it. Ask me a question.
All right, well, let's just summarize it then. Boogie came on, Boogie 298, and basically they were talking shit about being like giving this persona off on YouTube, like being all positive, you know, like iDubbbz or like PewDiePie made like 2 weeks ago or like 2 years ago, and they were so interesting and so fake. It would really help if you saw the episode, but
yeah, it would, because you can't talk. English is your second language. That's the problem.
Well, of course, yeah, but if you saw the episode, you would have talked.
If I saw the episode, I would have been like, Mr. Cream Man, want to jump off a fucking building. I can't stand it. It sucks.
Dude, by the way, you did see the episode. Don't lie to me.
No, I didn't. The only thing I had to listen to is me. Somebody played me a part of it, and I had to talk to Clown about it. No, I didn't see it. I can't stand it. It's just
everybody.
I can't listen. It's a big lie, man.
Is Clown still disrespectable? Everybody talks to Clown.
I'm not telling you not to listen to it. I'm just saying I can't listen to it because there's nothing entertaining. It's just not entertaining to me.
Is Clown really that respectable that he still has that kind of pull in the counter community?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I know that all these. All these jackasses don't have an opinion for themselves, and they look at his fucking timeline and think it's something to talk about.
They need this. They need this second opinion, like validation.
Yes. Validation and safety. You know, because if you do a Clown lay, you're pretty safe.
I guess it's fine, but it's sort of not fine. It's like riding the line a bit at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad you. I think I heard a lot of good things about the last beta. I'm glad you all liked it. But unless somebody fucks up, I'm not going to have anything to do with it.
Every beta since you left sucked until this one.
Really? I heard the last one was good too. It's gotten better. Probably because Clown.
It wasn't supposed to like what was the guy from FaZe? He was gonna host, right?
I don't know. I don't care. What the fuck is he gonna say? He can barely talk as it is. He's gonna sit there and
you have,
fucking.
Like, Keemstar blocked on Twitter and YouTube?
Me? No. Yeah. He writes me every day. I get messages from him every day. I got messages today already.
I saw this great Twitter video somebody sent you where he was like Keemstar. He like yelled at you for 2 seconds about tinfoil.
You know, I swear to fucking God, if you write in my comment section that I talk too much about him, I'm going to fucking drive over to Rotterdam and beat the ever-living fuck out of you. And I'm going to throw you in front of a train. I don't know that you do, but you strike me as somebody who would say something like that. So let me tell you something. If I ever see you complaining about me talking about him, because I didn't fucking bring this shit up,
no, but
I am going to drive to Rotterdam. I'm going to beat you with an inch of your life, and I'm going to lay you on the tracks, and I'm going to fucking spread your arms. So just like the top of your wrist come off, your torso is separated from the bottom of your legs.
That's the most entertaining stuff, so don't ever stop.
Okay. Well, yes, sir.
And don't fucking threaten me, you fucking...
Yeah, I'll threaten you all I want.
Bastard.
I'll come up, but you know what? I don't even have to threaten you. There's too many fucking Arabs live over there. Then this happens. I mean Muslims. Oops.
Oh my God.
Sorry for that. Sorry. We'll take one more call, but it's got to be for Dated Rhyme. You have to have something for him.
All right. So I was doing some digging whilst he was talking about this guy that looks like a fucking cross between John Lennon and fucking Ivan Vanko from Iron Man, and he was actually a guest talker at Crunchyroll Expo.
Oh yeah, he was.
What about that? Explain what Crunchyroll is, and tell me about that.
So you know what like Comic-Con is?
Yes.
So it's like a super weeby version of Comic-Con that's just about anime.
Oh, okay. And he was a guest speaker? Well, he's got a couple 100,000 subs. That doesn't surprise me. So what happened?
I haven't done a lot into it, but he just comes on saying about how he's an otaku to gonzo journalist, whatever the fuck that is, writing about anime, and just goes on about him. But that was earlier this year, but I can't find him doing anything stupid or naughty there.
Yeah,
which is a shame, really.
I'm surprised he didn't ask everybody to leave the seats so they didn't clap or, I mean, just like, hey, I'm going to speak, but now you all have to leave the hallway because I don't want any interaction with you. Oh,
you know,
right.
my opinion on it is if John Lennon was able to get up from the grave, he probably would have bitch slapped this guy.
Yes.
And made him get a fucking shave because that beard is fucking disgraceful.
Fucking 1968 called. They want their fucking haircut back.
Yeah. Exactly. Before I go, Y-Kick, you seem like an interesting geezer. I want to know what your opinion is on pancakes.
On what?
Ah, get out of here. He's an idiot.
I couldn't even understand what he said at the end there.
Nobody can understand what he said. Nikita, is he ready to go? No, he's not.
It's muted.
What do you want? What do you want? My Slim Jims. I need my Hot Pocket cooked. Go get my Hot Pocket of Slim Jims, and I want a big gulp.
Okay.
What do you want?
Okay.
Why is your fucking thing fucked up?
Christ, that mic is terrible.
Jesus. Slumdog internet. I can't hear you, man. I mean, I love you to death, Nikita, but I really can't hear you. It's something wrong, which is weird because I talk to you every morning. Oh, sorry, Nikita. It's not working. I'm not even being a dick. Well, I am, but all right. Colossal said inadvertently. You're on the air.
Yo, what's this pancake joke? I've watched for like a year.
Nah, I don't care. Ion, what do you got?
What I wanted to say was I think Digibro is probably still salty about what happened to him when he was an analyst for the My Little Pony community.
We're going to do something new. It's called Quick Calls. We're going to try to get everything in, and you just say something to get off. Thanks, Ion. We're going to do everybody. Quick call. Oh, we're going to clear the lines. You're on the air. 3, 2, 1. You missed. Gay retard. Quick calls.
Yeah.
Spit it.
Tommy.
Yes.
You know who Mr. Gunk is, right?
Yes. You got to be quick. Just make the statement and go.
Oh, okay. So he made a video about the CPS. I'm wondering if you saw that.
I don't know, but Mr. Gunk's a really good commentator, and he's underrated because he doesn't know anybody. Because he probably.
Yeah, he did a really good video about the CPS. He provided, examples about the corruption and stuff.
I'll check it out. Thank you very much. Let's keep it going. Tem, you're on the air. What you got? Quick call, sex. Quick calls. Spit it now.
Oh, hey, Tony.
What's up?
I'm Tommy. Hey, it's me again.
You got to spit it out. We're doing the quick call. Spit it.
All right, here's the thing. I saw your video on the Keemstar situation.
Yeah.
When he tried to expose you for... I saw your streams and be like, you know what? You're basically telling the truth, and basically he's basically lying about.
I think we took care of that, though. I'm not fine. He's got nowhere to go. I'm not terribly worried about it. I've moved on. It's cool. You know, fuck him.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna get into it one day because he's a sociopath and he has to get even with everybody. And I'm really looking forward to the next round because he's so predictable. He's gonna go after Pyrocynical. So I'm looking forward to that too.
I know.
All right, talk to you later. Talk to you later.
I can't wait.
That's it for quick calls. Sorry about that, White Kick. I've been through my own drama lately, so that's why I'm getting a lot of calls.
No worries, dude.
You did a very good job, though. I think it's time to.
Awesome. Glad to be on.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sick. Hey, fuckheads. I don't know if I'm gonna make it tomorrow, but I will try to put some kind of flashback content up if I can. And that's it. Is there anything you want to plug, White Kick?
Just check out my YouTube channel. YouTube.com/YKick. You can also check me out on Twitter at FindYKickMonk. That's pretty much it for now. I'm going to be starting up Steam pretty soon, so you can check me out there. Probably through my Twitter or my Discord.
I'm actually going to put your I forgot to put it in the damn because I had to get that episode of Get to the Point out. I'm going to put your thing in the chat. I'm going to fire it over. You could post in the chat. Definitely check YKick out, and I'm going to put him in the description box below as soon as I get a chance to. And you know what? I think I'm just going to stay here. All right, buddy. I'm going to call it a night because my throat has had it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Peace. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll let you know on Twitter if I can make it tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'll get something up, I promise. See you. Peace.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a
Thank you so much. $2. Time you can get 10 piece podcast. I had everything in Mumpy. You've already been there. Hey, let me know.
Waffle call, folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's